Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. It's a Memorial Day weekend, so we're having a big old bash. We're having a big old bash over here, and to celebrate the bash, we're in the old black and white. It's film noir.
Noir.
Film noir. So give us a little kachonga there, and then tilt down there, Cameron. A little bit less headroom there. I don't need to see all that. Get down to my head piece there.
Hair
A
piece.
little bit on down. Get a little bit of head piece. There we go. Look at that.
Still black and white.
A little bit of kachonga. We're still in black and white. It ain't the damn. There we go. Well, no. There we go. Leave it alone. All right.
Look like Eddie Munster in black
Eddie
and white. It's
Hey,
scary.
we got our good friend Jay from the program. Friend of the program, sitting in with us this evening, and our good friend Steve Fever.
Yeah.
We're currently under contract negotiations.
Okay.
So unfortunately, Steve can't be here with us this evening.
I had read that on the blog this week, actually. So.
Yeah, we got a little discussion going on. So Steve Fever is going to rejoin us after we're going to revisit that. But in the meantime, we appreciate you dropping by, Jay.
I appreciate you
having me. We got Cameraman in the house doing big things this evening.
Oh yeah.
Cameraman was gone last week to see the Primus show. Primus played down in Wilmington, North Carolina, and met up with Carl the Envelope, Barefoot, and our friend Dave to go down and check out the Primus show. That was a good show. Cameraman's looking at the microphone.
He's working his way over there now.
Yeah, it was really good.
Tell me about it.
No, it was so good.
Cameraman's
so good.
in a walker tonight. He's slow getting around, but
tell me a little bit about the venue. It's a little bit different than a lot of venues.
Like 1,500, 2,000 people.
Was it like a lake behind you?
Yeah, a big lake behind you. Well, not a big lake, but a slow, swampy lake.
And no...
probably more of a pond.
Pond would be good for you.
It's called lake.
Oh.
So the Promise, they didn't bring an opener, right? It was just Promise.
Yeah, it was just them. They came on within 2 minutes of 7 o'clock. No, 7:30, which is when they were supposed to come on. They came in right on time.
Yeah.
Put on like 2 hours plus.
Any break in that, or was it just two?
No.
Oh wow, that's
no break.
It's impressive. That's impressive, Rush.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
Nah, it was something else, man. I could not stop saying, man, this is something else. Couldn't stop saying it.
Wow. If you need to say it, that's what you say. Hey, we want to remind everybody, we broadcast our live show here on Ustream every Friday night. Hey, for some of our YouTube people that check us out, man, if you're not doing shit on Friday nights, go over to the damn Ustream channel and check us out. We broadcast music for like hours. And it's cool stuff.
The gamut of music.
Oh, it's cool stuff. And then we do the show in the middle of it all.
Yep.
So
silly, whatever you call it.
Yeah, so you can visit us on our Ustream channel. I'm punching my own show again, second week in a row. I'm getting better at it.
You got to learn it.
Yeah, it's taking me a little bit to get used to, carry on a conversation, stay engaged, do the shit I'm supposed to be doing, and take care of the old puncherini over here.
Puncherini. Don't punch me too hard now.
If you've not visited us on Friday nights live on the Ustream, come check us out and check out some of the cool.
You gotta be, man.
That's the cool
shit.
shit.
I found out last weekend. First night I ever streamed it in my car on a drive.
How good it sounded.
It sounded great.
Yeah.
Way better than Pandora.
Alternative radio stations.
Like I've said before, let us fuel your party. You having some people over, you doing a cookout? Put on some Grown Man Record Night. It sounds good, and we got good choices. But all these segments will end up on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Machete Miller. We are in the middle of our first GD contest, our first GD VC contest. And if you've not checked out that video, the contest is what keeps your party moving. So a couple of records out of your collection when you feel your house party going downtown.
Dance music, you're saying?
No, sir. It can be
something exciting.
Hip hop, rock, funk, soul, country, ambient. If you think that picks your party, whatever.
Ambient always picks a party up where I'm from.
If you think there's something that picks your party up, that's what we want to know about. And we got cool prizes, man. There's a great prize pack coming. There's let's see, what else we got? What we got for the first prize? We got a $20 Discogs. Find a record on Discogs for $20. That includes shipping.
That's worth entering right there.
Damn straight.
How much does it cost if we enroll them in the Radio Shack Battery a Month Club?
You can get some batteries if you'd rather prefer to get some batteries. I know I go through D batteries.
Join that club
because I use the.
I use a lot of AA for my ham radio.
Sure. So anyhow, and in second place, we got a cool little stack of vinyl we've chosen to go along. Got some Grown Man Record Night swag.
Right.
Third place, a little less choice vinyl, some Grown Man Record Night swag. There's some good prizes, man.
And cameraman's throwing in some randoms.
Cameraman's going to throw in some stuff. We got some people that's donating some stuff. It's like, you know, I got doubles, even though this is a really cool record.
Yeah.
Donating some doubles, so we're going to have some cool stuff to send out for the prizes. So get with the damn program, you bunch of sons of bitches. Make some videos. Tell me what keeps your party moving on a Friday night.
Well, we've all known each other 39 years, and I know you wouldn't put anything bad to send somebody if they want to contact. It's going to be good stuff.
We're not 39 years old yet.
But there's 39 years.
We're old.
We've been hanging out 39 years, though.
And we're old.
Come on, man.
So, but seriously, get with the program, submit your video, and I'd love to send you some cool shit out. And we appreciate everybody that checks us out on Ustream and YouTube. We've got a good following on both, and man, we love to
support
love the shit out of you.
Support those websites.
They're good stuff.
Oh, what else was I going to say? Hey, tonight, at least on the East Coast here for all our East Coast peeps, we've been checking out, going outside, checking out.
Pronounce it.
What's that?
You know the name of it?
The meteor shower?
Yeah, pronounce it.
No, there's a meteor shower tonight.
It's so hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Cameraman's a scientist.
Supposedly there's going to be a whole lot of meteors.
Right.
In the time period.
We've already seen a few of them.
Yeah, what time is going to be peak, though?
2 to 4 a.m.
So if you're checking us out live, 2 to 4 a.m., at least on the East Coast, Atlantic Seaboard, I guess, that area.
Yeah, the eastern U.S. is the best place to view them.
Go outside if you're out there chilling. Just
look on the
look up. Look up.
It's a nice night.
Same path the moon and the planets follow.
Okay.
It's a good night for it.
It's a good night for it. It's pretty clear over here. So, hey, if you're out chilling late night, go check out some cool ass meteor shows.
One or two, maybe, right?
Yeah, I've seen one at least, maybe two.
Yeah.
One and another one may have been some residual.
Yeah, it'd be crazy in a couple hours.
Released from back in the 90s.
Don't twist it too hard.
Oh.
Careful, Barney.
Let's choose a random passage from our dude to Ching.
And I just learned about this for the viewers.
Aya Consuelo.
I think it's pretty cool.
This is a passage called Achievers, and the original Tao Te Ching says the best rulers are scarcely known by their subjects. The next best are loved and praised. The next are feared. The next despised. They have no faith in their subjects, so the subjects become unfaithful to them. When the best rulers achieve their purpose, their subjects claim the achievement as their own.
That's deep.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that.
All right.
Now the dudism version of this. The best achievers are scarcely known as the bums. The next best are compensated as given beepers. I'm screwing this up. The next are real reactionaries. The next human... What's that word? Paraquat?
Oh.
They have no faith in the bums, so the bums reveal them for the phonies they are. When the best achievers achieve their purpose, the bums leave them alone, mister.
Okay. That's deep.
It's deep, man. And it's deep, too. All right.
Deep.
I tell you what, why don't we take this opportunity to get into a little bit of what we've damn played this evening. What's up, Gilbert? What's up, Beef? Oh, man. Love seeing some Gilbert. Love seeing some Beef. Man, that's some dudes that know what's up. You know what I mean? Those two guys just look like they got it going on.
They have had it going on since 1930.
50-something.
30. It was pre-TV, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Let's get into a little bit of what we played this evening.
3.
Starting it all over. How about a little Phil Collins? Our man Sean sent this to us in a little package. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. Said the Earth, Wind, and Fire plays the horns on this.
Yep, that's
fantastic.
That's the early.
You don't need to go all the way up.
Early Phil Collins, right?
Good stuff, man.
Yeah,
well, it's the poppy stuff, but
82.
it's good poppy, man.
If you don't mind Phil Collins feeling about things.
Don't hate on pop because it's pop. Listen to it for what it is. Sometimes you'll be surprised. I'm bad about that.
Pop.
I say that because I'm bad about that.
A lot of good songs, a lot of good pop songs though from the 80s. I mean,
there's a reason they were so popular. A lot of times. There's some other shit that's baloney business.
Everything's popular. There's a reason.
There's a reason. The reason is in the season. Moving on.
September.
Mr. Bungle. The first Mr. Bungle, self-titled, Reissue, I'll be honest, I'm not impressed with the sound of the reissue. They're mastered really effing low for some reason, but I'm super stoked to have. I've got the first one, and I've also got Disco Volante on vinyl, and that is super cool to have on vinyl. I got to crank the master up a little bit to get it out to where I want it to be, but it's still a good time listening to it.
One of the more you're cruising in the car one day.
One of the more unique band sounds you'll hear, like with the whole, I call it like the circus type sound, you know?
It's got a little circus sound to it.
It's
a little circus sound, Jay. Tell me about some circus.
I don't know.
No, you know everything about circus.
Well,
Jay was in the Israeli military.
Say that.
Okay. Hey, I picked this up last week, I believe it was. Sometime. I don't know nobody. The Art of Milt Jackson, the Atlantic Years. It's a promo copy.
Okay.
And we talked about this on Dig of the Week. Great players, including Zubba Zubba Zubba. I'm just going to name a couple. Here. Kenny Burrell's on here. Art Blakey, Ray Charles, John Coltrane, Coleman Hawkins. I mean,
you were listening to it when it was earlier. You're almost picking the guys out, you know, hearing the instrument. That's, you know, someone.
I heard when that guitar lick came in, I was like, man, I know that's Kenny Burrell. I mean, there's no way that's not. Totally, that's not.
Great compilation of artists there.
Pulled a Cameraman record out. Let me tell you something now. This is a record I just really can't get enough of, and I loved it when I was a kid, and then I kind of dissed it for a little while. But
with the whole children thing, kind of.
Maybe I was just into heavier music.
You know, going to Alabama with a tiger on you.
A tiger on your knee. If you go to Alabama with a tiger on your knee, and you like doing it in the butt with kids, Michael Jackson, Thriller. Don't say that. No. 3, 2.
Start over.
Okay.
All right.
Thriller, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, there was a little, Michael Jackson's got the new album he's released. His people, his estate, his company.
That was, I saw the rapper on the Today Show the other day. It was
Plain Brown
Ghostface Killah.
Really?
I think that's what it was.
Stay tuned for some Ghostface Killah.
But he's the one that produced the whole.
What?
Yes, absolutely.
I think you're making that up.
Hey.
But, you know, there was a big deal about there was a hologram.
Big deal.
I don't know. I don't have the cable vision. But apparently there was one of those Michael Jackson holograms that came up. And I've heard from people that it was either A, super effing creepy and they could deal without it, or, oh, it's so cool that they could do that. But it happened. I don't have cable vision.
Oh, yeah. Cable vision is overrated for our viewers out there.
It's all about broadcast, over the air.
You can watch so much good stuff on Ustream.
You're telling me, man. Like live internet record programs on Friday night.
Japanese baseball, that's always on. No, I swear to God, it is. It's always on Ustream.
Bwong. I wish I had a gong sound effect to hit right now.
I mean, Japanese baseball, it's good baseball, you know.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck?
Yes, great.
Hey.
It's a good time of year to watch that.
Hey, happy birthday to Wes Montgomery. Speaking of great
birthday to Wes Montgomery,
a couple days ago was his birthday. Played Jimmy Smith the Cat when we were talking about Kitty passing last week.
Yes.
So I didn't want to play that one. Played Jimmy Smith and Wes Montgomery, one of my favorite jazz records I own.
Yeah.
The dynamic duo on the Verve, and absolutely, it's my favorite cover of any record.
They are sharing. What is that?
That's a hot D.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's a hot D.
That's got
Or is it a sandwich? It's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Yeah, okay. Can we hold
they
that
look
guy
excited,
up?
though.
Any record we need to hold up to the camera, that one.
They look excited to be eating together.
Yeah, that's real shit right there. It's my favorite.
Y'all see that?
Yeah, we can see that, Jay. Don't you interact with the audience, you bastard. You sit back down.
Sorry.
We
won't say anything.
Questions are a little easier.
We also played Queens of the Stone Age right before we started the show here. This is the one I picked up last week, self-titled reissue. Oh, man. Let me tell you, I've been jamming this hard this week. It's such a great record.
I hadn't heard that first song you put on. Yeah, just get straight into
Lullabies to Paralyze, and I'm drawing a blank on the other one now. I've heard the other two. Of course, there's the newer one. But I've heard the other two so many times, and they're great records. This one I've heard so much less that when I hear this one, I'm immediately thinking That's my favorite one of theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I've not heard it as much.
They're like one of those bands that if you yourself went into a record store and they've got one you haven't seen, you buy it, you don't care what it is.
Of course. That's how Era Vulgaris, I bought that at the record show.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
3 10 inches.
Yeah,
and that's another one I've not heard as much of. I'd heard some tracks on mixes, especially on Pandora and shit. But, man, it was totally.
They're one of those reliable bands you can't buy anything bad from.
That's true. Hey, folks, everybody gather around and sit crisscross applesauce. It's time for story time.
Okay.
I've got a great story to go along with this particular record. Now, this record for me, and this, I tell you what.
Tell me what.
I'll use this to go into Dig of the Week. Okay?
You do that there, Mike.
And the reason is, this is a record I did dig this week. I did pick this record up this week.
Okay.
It is doubles for me. But the copy that I did have, it's an upgrade copy because the copy that I had was just pure teetotal shit. Okay?
Was that one like $1 record or something?
I think I got it free somewhere. And we're talking about the Kingsman in person featuring Louie Louie.
Well, Kingsman records you can find, somewhat readily. I mean, they're not that hard to find these days, right?
No, I mean, there was actually 2 copies of this up at the place I was at. But the cool thing about this is it's a live record. And this was released in '63. It was recorded. Hang on, I got this shit wrote down here.
Oh, you're looking it up.
No, I've got it at the Chase, Portland, Oregon. So it's got Louie Louie and some of the more, man, a great garage rock band. Real raw sound to them.
Yeah.
That probably they don't get enough credit for being as raw as they are. The cool thing is, let me just tell you, they were first known, they were kind of a local, like I said, a garage rock band.
Okay.
So they were used to jamming smaller venues and whatnot. They went, then all of a sudden they found themselves on this 50-state tour. And they were used to playing like little small combo amps and shit like that.
Sure, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is plenty good.
You don't have as big of an area to obviously.
Sure. So the bass, Norm Sundholm, him and his brother got together because they needed a way to... Sundholm? They needed a way to have bigger amplifiers or whatever.
Right.
So these 2 cats got together and came up with an amp, what was the predecessor, known to what is the Sun Music Company. And for everybody out in the VC...
Legendary Sun Music Company.
A lot of people in the VC are really into the band Sun, and their name is an homage to the company that made the really cool stoner rock, doom metal sounding amplifiers back in the 70s.
Right, which a lot of bands are going back to these days.
Yeah, and I'm in the process of, a Sun Model T from the 70s is an amp that I'm on the lookout for.
Okay.
It's something I would consider paying a lot of money or trading some stuff that I have.
School.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But it's something I've got my eye on. But the Kingsman, the bass player and his brother are the ones that came up with that amp design, which became a legendary amp within the scope of rock and roll music.
Amps, they did mixer boards.
Yeah, bass amps.
They had one at the church, and they had one of their old church, a Sun mixer.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff. So that's a little nugget. See what we do here? We drop little nuggets.
It also makes fuel-efficient cars.
Speaking of dropping nuggets, Jay, you hit the dirt last week.
Yeah, we had a little mishap last week. I'm okay. Thank you. You didn't tell anybody, did you?
I didn't tell anybody.
I was going to say thanks for your prayers, but nobody really knew.
No thoughts and prayers.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those unspoken ones you raise your hand for, but nobody says.
No, the big deal was I just wanted to save it for this week so we could do a bit about it.
Okay.
So I want to get this on the record and square. I said something so funny that you fell out onto the ground.
That is true. I think Steve was witness to it also, so we can get some document together if you want to.
Sure.
We all 3 sign it. It would be.
Sign an affidavit.
Who's David?
Alf.
Alpha David.
David.
That's absolutely. That's something we'll get in writing. We joked that we couldn't tell the joke again, so we won't do that.
I won't tell the joke again because we don't want Jay to hit the dirt.
It's because it's really funny.
You fell pretty hard.
I fell hard. Hit my my tailbone, which I'm not going to show on air. That might offend That might offend the male viewers out there.
Standards and practices would
hit my head pretty hard.
Yeah?
But I was okay. I walked it off, put a little dirt on it.
As long as nobody's hurt. As they say on Ernest Goes to Camp, as long as nobody got hurt. Nobody wants an Ernest Goes to Camp reference?
Hold on a second. Eggs erroneous?
Eggs erroneous. Ernest. Time for the plane to go to hangar.
I'm Ernest.
Yeah.
He was a comedian.
Yeah, he was.
Passed away a few years ago, cancer.
You know, we need to mention this is Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
And
Memorialize people.
Well, I'll just say that something that is a tradition for me on Memorial Day weekend is I always watch the John Candy movie Summer Rental.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do that this weekend, and to me, that's what separates springtime from summertime. Once I bust out Summer Rental, it's summertime.
John Candy.
So start blowing up your Rebel flag rafts. If that's your deal, that's everybody's.
Myrtle Beach.
You know,
the Redneck Riviera.
It's about time for the lakes to turn over.
That's true. No, that's fall. The fall turnover.
No, they turn over every fall and every spring.
Hey, Jay, we're in Dig of the Week here, so why don't you tell me some stuff you brought for Dig of the Week?
I brought a few. I didn't spend much money this week, no coin.
Yeah, I was aimed to do that.
I dug through a bunch of dollar records. I found, I don't know, this is one, I've read good things about it, never listened to it before. Pete Townsend, 1982, Empty Glass. This is not a Who Pete Townsend sound. It's more of a, it's got some
poppier,
got some
80s,
keys, new wave. Yeah.
What year is that?
82.
Okay.
And I was reading, this is all about.
Is that 1982?
Yes, 16.
You got to distinguish. That's way
Renaissance.
But he wrote all the songs about his drug habits with the Who and all his shenanigans and not being happy and stuff. The other one I bought,
I've got that record.
Age of
I've got that record.
I knew you had it.
I've got it.
I've heard. There might be 3 copies in this house, possibly.
Maybe.
Liked it a lot. I heard, I watched the thing on the VH1 Classic deal about the making of it. Yes,
yeah, man.
I watched that before I listened to it, and turns out it's just everything advertised.
Damn straight it is.
Steely Dan, by the way, coming to town. We were talking about earlier.
That's true.
Couple months. Dave Mason didn't know anything about this record other than he was in Traffic. Correct?
Yeah, I think so.
And
a band was
invented a jar.
And in the
Mason
South.
jar.
Yes, in the South, the Mason jar. But
no.
That's not true.
Who knows about it?
Who knows about the Mason jar?
Derek does. Don't sleep on Derek.
Derek Mason?
Keep going, Jay. Damn it.
Well, you were talking about Derek Mason. Haven't listened to it yet, but it's a cool album. Very Hawaiian-looking cover. So
let me just interrupt you real quick. When it comes to shredded cheese, if I accidentally rip the Ziploc part of the shredded cheese off again, I'm driving my car through a damn daycare.
Did you do that recently?
Don't go through
that product design.
Like chicken nuggets. Like the chicken nuggets make the same type bag, and
it's like, it's easy. It's a Ziploc because all you gotta do is pull the.
Don't go through a daycare. Go through a food line.
Yeah,
they're the ones that sold it to you.
I digress. Keep going, Jay.
No, these were all dollar finds, by the way.
Oh, come on.
50 cent. Beatles, Hard Day's Night. That is the soundtrack to the film.
Yeah.
So I got some big band on there, some Beatles. It's a compilation album.
That's cool.
Worth $1, definitely.
Damn straight.
Other one, this is the find of the week. I couldn't believe.
Oh, come on,
for 50 cents, Rubber Soul by the Beatles.
It's funny. Before you got here and before we actually went on the air, I had Rubber Soul playing off of my.
About that just last night.
That's what we were playing on my phone before we started the show because I don't actually have the vinyl.
Yeah, and maybe we can play it after the show, possibly.
Hell no.
But
no.
It's a little bit. This was their first kind of escape from the traditional Beatles.
So good, man.
It's
real good.
And the vinyl's in pretty good for $1. I couldn't.
No way, man.
Couldn't turn it down.
Yeah, I paid 8 cents for it.
Yeah, 80 or 8.
88.
I didn't know. I was kidding.
And the last one was The Doors, self-titled.
Oh,
$3. This was. It's got a couple spots. The very last song, The End, which is we were talking before the show. Was My Cameraman. We love the song. That's the one when they're playing the Hollywood Bowl. He covers his eyes up and starts. Mother.
He dances like an Indian.
Yeah. And
Native American. Yes.
but for $3, it looks like it came from either a radio station or a museum or something.
Indian's not the preferred nomenclature.
They don't use it.
So yeah, that was
That's your score this week?
That was my week.
Man, I tell you what, went a little bit crazy because since old Steve Fever's out of town.
You've got a stack there.
You know what though? No, I gotta call you out on this. You didn't just go a little crazy, because how many weeks in a row have you brought home that many records that you just ain't had time to address?
Yeah.
You have been going crazy.
No, I've been going
This
crazy.
is now normal.
No, that's not normal.
You have to, he's about to build an addition onto the house for all the extra records.
No, that's dedication.
It is.
Home.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I tell you.
That's
But I tell you what I did
dedication,
do this week, and I don't normally do. I picked up some hip-hop 12-inch albums.
Oh.
Because this place was loaded with them, and loaded with a lot of baloney that I didn't really care about.
Yep.
But they were also loaded with some shit I really did care about.
That's the thing
So
about
let's
the spot that you turned me on, you and Steve turned me on to. I mean, $2, it's hit or miss.
Everything's $2
Yeah.
in this pile, in this dig tonight.
Yeah.
Everything.
So you can score, and you also see a lot of baloney, like you said. So.
Yeah, so I'm just going to revisit the Dig of the Week graphic since I got Master Control here right beside me. Man, let me tell you what. You mentioned it earlier, and this is Ghostface Killah.
This isn't the one that produced Michael Jackson. I was wrong when I said Ghostface.
I thought
Killah
you were.
earlier.
RZA?
There was somebody. One,
You don't know nobody.
Somebody had put a hit out in a couple of years.
So this is Bulletproof Wallets. It says clean on it, but it's 4 12-inches in here with a bunch of songs, and it's a bunch of songs that are not on the real album. And
Right.
both the regular album and these series of 12 inches,
Right.
they're all mislabeled. He really got screwed by the record company, it seems like, from doing my little my little digging aroundage. So this came out in 2001, and it's got a couple of tracks on it that actually is not on the regular album.
Right.
But
That's just interesting how they just threw both.
it's both white label promo.
Yeah.
It's got several different songs. I've not jammed it yet, but I'm a big Wu-Tang, that family of
Definitely looks like
guys.
it wasn't made for release to the general
it's
public.
a promo. It's white label promo.
Yeah,
Also got, I was going to play, and maybe I'll play this here in a little bit. This was a problem, because I know this week, one of the bigger birthdays, other than who we mentioned, Wes Montgomery this week,
Yep.
also Biggie Smalls.
Oh, no, who's no
Now,
longer with
I'm
us.
really embarrassed to mention that the only Biggie Smalls album that I have is Mo Money, Mo Problems 12-inch. I don't have Ready to Die or any of that shit.
Okay. Mo Money, Mo Problems is Puff, right?
Yeah.
And he was in it. That was
Don't be
right around his
embarrassed.
debut, right?
Because I have none.
Yeah, it's
I don't
true.
have any.
You have one.
I picked it up for free. It came with some turntable. Actually, it came with my first set of Gemini tables and a Gemini mixer, and it was a little stack of records that came with it.
Don't
So,
ever turn down free vinyl.
Yeah,
folks.
I mean, so it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like I should have some better stuff. And I'm like, well, it's his birthday, so I'll play that, and we'll talk about that tonight.
Sure.
But I ran into this yesterday. Junior Mafia Players Anthem 12-inch promo. Little 95 Players Anthem action. Grab your dick if you love hip-hop.
Big Beat Records.
That's-
This is a promo copy.
This is a shout-out to our man Mike Horney now. Mike
I'm the
Horney.
only one grabbing my dick because I love hip hop.
Mike Horney, this was his jam back in the day, and he cut my hair for a long
Junior
time,
Mafia.
man. But that's
Mike Corney needs to watch the show every now and then.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Been trying to get him to come over here. Okay, how about this, folks? Sealed Slum Village Tainted
That is
12-inch.
factory sealed.
Factory sealed from the album Trinity. Past, present, and future in stores in 2002. Sealed Slum Village.
With the original
Big up to
stickers.
Boss Man. He's a huge Slum Village guy. I remember him, but I didn't remember him, but I did remember him. He really turned me back onto him, and we were talking about it that same day. I went up to the store, the little digging spot, Sealed Slum Village, and I'm like, dude, for $2, I'm grabbing this shit all day.
And I don't know if I'm in the minority by saying this, but anytime I'm at a record store for $1 or $2, anything sealed, I'll buy.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
I mean,
Unless
I don't-
it's something
You gonna
just.
open it?
I'll probably open it and play it.
Should.
Records have been meant to be played, unless I'm going to just decide to sell it or. But I like Slum Village. Slum Village is some good shit.
That's some good shit.
Listen to it.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Put it on right now, hand him.
Check this out. The Volume 3 of Guru's Jazzmatazz, the Street Soul album. Okay. This is a 12-inch off of that, which features Angie Stone and The Roots, who last night, by the way, combined with
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
did that Parliament song.
It was
killed it.
Very, very good show last night.
Killed
Last 30 minutes, if you didn't see it, go back and watch it on
YouTube.
But look at this, man. 12. I'm really proud to have this. Something from Guru. Plus, it has The Roots on it.
That's awesome.
Of course, Guru of Gangstar fame.
And they did leave the vinyl outside covering.
Now, this is the 3rd volume of the Jazzmatazz series from Guru, I believe. The first one was really jazzy, and this is much more R&B-ish.
And The Roots are on it. I mean,
yeah, so it's a little different, but that's okay.
No.
And like I said, for $2, it's not some shit I'm going to
on.
leave up there.
No.
You know what I mean? All right, what else we got going on here? Hey, I picked up, these are all from the same spot, $2, man. Bobby Blue Bland.
What do you know about Bobby Blue Bland?
I love him, man. He's a great bluesman. Big up to Carl the Envelope. This is a promo copy from '77, I believe, on ABC. Yeah, look this up. This is actually worth a little chunk of change.
ABC record.
Love some Bobby Blue Band, man. This is some great blues. I've not even put it on, and I know it's great blues.
Put it on maybe after the show.
Speak.
Yeah, ABC record.
I'm blubbing some of them, my words together. I'll pour some more funny down me. Hang on.
You don't hear much about them anymore.
Who's that? Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing about them. I think they went to hiding.
Although they are putting out a.
I think that Bonham's sick.
They're putting out now.
I think that John Bonham's sick or something or other.
You don't hear much out of him.
You know why?
Yeah, Jim Henson had a wait-and-see attitude, and you see what happened with him.
I can't laugh, guys.
You can't.
Remember, I can't
Don't
laugh.
Jay fades out. It's on the air tonight.
A little bit.
Hey, speaking of Carl the Envelope, I actually have a different version of this Ocean Drive compilation. I picked up the one that Carl the Envelope has. This is a very cool compilation. Okay. It's a part of Warner's special project. And Beach Beat, which is actually out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Well, that's your support
and so our beach music culture around here. So we're talking about Barbara Lewis, the Drifters, the Tramps, the Coasters, the Tom.
What's going on with Carl the Envelope? Carl.com.
Carl.com.
/envelope. Minute-by-minute update of what he's doing.
Archie Bell and the Durrells, the Coasters, the Drifters, Sam and Dave, another Archie Bell. I looked this up. There's only a couple for sale. They're not too easy to find.
Oh, seriously, go to Carl.
Great compilation.
This looks like something you could get in a gas station somewhere on
I-40.
somewhere in I-40.
Well, there's nothing else going on there.
Yeah.
What else we got down here? Let me pull this out. This is a Byrds album. Okay. This is when the Byrds got back together for like a reunion. This is '73, I believe.
Melissa Etheridge's
this
lover there, David Crosby.
The first time they got back together with the original lineup. And some people said that it was pretty good, but the actual album didn't sound that great.
Okay.
I don't know. I've not listened to it yet. But again, cool gatefold. Hold that guy up. Jesus, Harold.
They used great lighting on that.
Yeah, and again, a Byrds record for $2. You're not going to
Can't turn it down. I'll pass a few up and regret it.
No, you're not going to leave that sitting up there for that.
This is Asylum Records. Well, I don't know if they were on Asylum Records before, but I was a big Eagles fan.
You're an Eagle.
What do you got there?
Oh, Nielsen. Okay, Nielsen. VC loves Nielsen.
Not the rating system.
So do I. And cool thing about this one is this is Aerial Pandemonium Ballet. Came out in '71, I think it is. Yes, sir, I'm right. God, I'm getting better at that. I know stuff. Now, what this is, the first couple of records he had some hits on. Decided to come back and kind of revisit how those records were produced because the sales were kind of dropping off. This is one of the first, what you would call remix albums in the history of
like a remastered
history. Yeah, people wasn't doing that shit.
Okay.
So Nielsen came back, and if you look on the back here, It's got some of the classic tracks, but in parentheses after the track names, it will say, like 1941, slowed down and track remixed. Daddy song, new vocals, guitar, piano, out of sync.
So he was getting back at somebody, maybe, you think?
Well, new background and vocals, good old desk, slowed down track and remixed, dump second voice and remixed. And it tells you what he's doing on each one of these.
He went back and redid a lot of stuff.
And that's cool because you don't. I've got a Nielsen 45, and that's the only Nielsen I've got. So I'm curious. I've heard one side of that. It's really good.
When you were telling me about
it's a little bit of rough shape. I knew it.
You were talking about the
documentary.
Yes.
Who Was Harry Nilsson? It's on Netflix. It's something worth checking out.
Okay.
It's in my queue. I'm just guessing. I hadn't seen it. I'm making recommendations based off of my
It looks
opinion
good. I've seen the
before I've seen it.
trailer and it looks really good.
Okay.
I had no idea who the guy was.
Yeah. But, you know, everybody's talking. Everybody knows that jam, and that's good. That's good business.
Absolutely.
Hey, how about a little Tommy James and the Shondells, man? This is Cellophane Symphony. I was really impressed with this. The title track, Cellophane Symphony. Now, this is 69 on
what's that called?
Roulette Records. 69 on Roulette. The title track, Cellophane Symphony, is bonkers. Bonkers. It's really out there. Some of the other stuff has got a little like, it's psych, but it's like psych pop. A little, you know, kind of like, you know, like Tommy James is, but the title track, it's out there. It's right up top. Top shelf.
Top
business.
shelf, yeah.
You know what I'm doing tonight, Jay?
Are we sponsored by anyone this evening?
This segment is sponsored by Pop Off Vodka because for $13,
You can get a lot of vodka for $13.
you get a lot of vodka for $13, and nobody needs all of their liver.
Not that I've read.
Well, what's that right there now? I tell you, Cameron just handed me something random to put in here, but
It's a mix of the week.
strawberry lemonade. But what I've been putting in is San Pellegrino. So I like to express my duality of man.
That's that fancy water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I buy the cheapest vodka possible.
Yeah.
And mix it with San Pellegrino.
So you're like the opposite
and
of...
tries to convince us that it is good.
Yeah.
It is awful.
No, sir.
It is awful.
Hey, it's whatever who's drinking
And
it actually
and
likes.
It represents the duality of man.
That's deep.
Cheap.
Did you read that in the book?
And
The
expensive.
Duality of
when you
Man?
break the duality to is basic level, good or no, it is no.
Thank
Nope.
you.
Terrible.
We're starting the whole show over.
3.
3, 2.
Hey, what else did I pick up? Oh, look at this. here
Uh-oh.
now.
I recognize
This
that.
was a really shocker for me, and it's a record that I didn't know. I didn't know shit about this. I ain't gonna front like I did. James Brown plays New Breed, and in parentheses, the Boogaloo. It's pretty early James Brown on Smash, 66.
If it's James Brown's face on the record,
Oh man, for $2. And it's supposed to
Absolutely.
include a full portrait, which it didn't have. But let me tell you what, I put this on last night, and it is some funky, jazzy business. But guess what it doesn't have?
what's that?
Any James Brown vocals.
Well-
It's an instrumental album, and they talk about
And
how
he dances too, I'm sure, though.
probably.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and
he
they
had to be the director, right?
they mention in the
These are
text
that's-
about
yeah.
how much he kills it on this album.
Oh, he
and-
was a piano player too, right?
Yeah, but there's no singing, and it's a dope
No,
ass
you're right.
instrumental.
It is different.
Yeah.
So
But
different.
it's not what I thought it
Well,
was.
it's for $2 though, you know.
I
Oh,
paid 20 for it.
you wouldn't do that.
Not on LP, but on CD 10 years ago. Yeah.
But like, you know, for $2 though, that's a
Yeah.
no-brainer.
It was, and, you know, even worse than that. That record was actually sitting on the outside of the stack.
So everybody could see it as they were
So
walking
everybody
by,
could see
yeah.
it as they walked by, and that James Brown was sitting there. I could not believe it. I figured when I pulled it out, it was going to look like a midget took a shit on it. Marks and whistles all over it.
Is that what they do?
Right from the middle, you know, with a spindle,
Yeah, yeah.
spindle hole.
North to south.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't
No,
that bad.
midgets do?
No, they shit on them. Don't trust them, folks. If I can tell you one thing this evening,
It's
start.
We'll start over.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Grown Man Record Night, where we trust midgets with our personal banking affairs. Coming up for our next record, we got Gentle Giant.
Gentle.
Hey, a Grown Man Record Night fan favorite. Everybody loves Gentle Giant here. This is the interview, which I remember Steve picked this up. I saw it in the store, and at the time I was like, "Oh, the interview. It's an interview. I don't know about that." And
I'm
Steve
sure
was
there's
like,
more to it than that, though.
it's just a great prog album. And so before I really knew too much about Gentle Giant, this is 76 on Capitol, and what it's kind of based off of is a lot of the. It's a concept album based on radio interviews, and basically.
And if you like rainbows and skulls,
It's got some rainbow
pictures of the
thinking
back
about
are,
things.
pictures of the back are really cool.
It's based on a lot of the bullshit interviews that you have to do as a band.
Yeah, like rainbows and skulls.
When radio stations ask you the same, "Oh, so where are you guys from? Where do you get your inspiration from these songs from?"
Rainbows.
So you like partying all night long and playing all those Drake tunes? You know, it's
And what do they say?
and you have your standard canned answer, and I'm sure after a while you get
You're coached on it.
kind of tired of that. So that's their concept for this album, and so I'm really stoked to pick that up for $2.
Yeah,
man.
and I was looking at it. There's 3 songs on the first side, and
One of them I think's about your
4.
uncle, Jay. Said something about his butthole, but I don't want to get a whole lot into it.
into it.
Hey-o.
Oh, not that one.
Hey-o. Okay. Hey, Jay.
That's an awesome thing.
Oh. How about a little anvil?
What do you know
forged-
about Anvil?
Forged in fire. I know on the back we've got on lead guitar and lead vocals. We got old Lips, and we got
Lips.
Rob Reiner playing drums. Is that the Rob Reiner? The Rob Reiner?
drummer Rob Reiner.
It's not the.
It's the Rob Reiner for your. I think it is.
Ian Dickinson, Dave Allison. This is the 3rd studio album from Anvil, and
Who the fuck is Ian Dickinson or Dave Allison?
hey,
Who the fuck are those people?
look at them.
Really?
You go tell them that. This record's worth some
Who the
money,
F
man.
is
I
this?
was-
It looks like Metallica Kill 'Em All in the back.
That's what I said. Those bangs,
Yeah,
those curly ass bangs. I told Cameron, and it looks like Metallica Kill 'Em All.
It does.
Because he was like, "Man, look at that hair," and I was like, "Yeah, but think about Kill 'Em All." So don't discredit it.
No, I have a soft spot for all 80s metal albums I can
I tell you
find.
what,
I mean,
this right here is the Canadian press. They're a Canadian band.
yeah, Toronto.
This is a Canadian pressing, and when I looked it up, there was only a few of them for sale on Discogs.
Yeah.
Like $25.
You can't
man.
beat that for $2. God,
Yeah,
$2.
and it's in pretty good shape.
Those who don't know, also that you hadn't seen it, but we were talking the documentary for Anvil. You
Yeah,
must see. You
I want
must
to check
see.
that out, man.
They're playing in Canada at bars for like $60 a show now.
That's part of the documentary.
yeah.
That's what the.
and one guy.
Wow.
They both got the Lips and Rob Reiner are still together. Like they're the
like
core of the band
biblically,
legally,
legally, they make butt babies and
They
whatnot.
lay with each other?
in the biblical sense.
Yes.
They get to know
Not
each
that there's
other?
anything wrong with that.
No, there's
No.
nothing wrong.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
K-N-O-W?
But yeah, and they've been together in the core, and then they just
Yeah,
recirculate
Which
other guys.
core?
that's cool, man.
Which one?
So,
We're gonna put that on shortly. I can go ahead and tell you. There's
Yeah.
gonna be a little hip hop coming your way. There's gonna be some hair metal because we're getting a little loaded.
well, here
it's
on
getting a
Grown
little
Man
later.
Record Night, there's no holds barred.
Shit changes. After the show, shit changes.
Meteor shower.
Meteor shower, shit changes.
You know,
and when you get a
spring
little-
water,
God, I tell you what, and when you get a little bit damp down upstairs, not downstairs, it's more of a gold ball issue.
it is the time of year for that.
But
As humid as
upstairs,
it is,
if you feel like it's a situation that you want to wear a suit coat
Yes.
for, but you're like it's too warm outside to wear a suit coat.
it is.
What you need to squelch that down with is a little Mitchum.
And Mitchum is gaining popularity. TBS, I think, is. Can I say TBS on air? I don't know.
You can say it.
Uh,
We don't spot.
okay.
I'll bleep it out later.
TBS.
Sure.
Is showing the Mitchum commercials. I've seen them
Yeah.
almost daily for the last 2 weeks.
And if you follow the Grown Man Record Night page, you'll find out that one of the only pages that we follow is the Mitchum Facebook page, and they put out some decent shit.
Yeah.
People think I'm goofing around and posting some things.
And a recent ad campaign that is kind of close.
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Switch them to Mitchum.
No, what
They
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 say.
say switch to Mitchum, yeah.
And we say
Switch them to Mitchum. That comes from Sean.
Well, Mitchum is. Mitchum
0612?
specializes in a
Just
product and makes it good. And they don't
So folks,
branch out.
don't stink. Don't be an asshole. Nobody likes you anyhow, so you
Yeah.
don't want to stink on top of all
That's
that.
what I heard my whole
Go
life.
get some Mitchum. For Christ's sake.
Switch it. Just switch it.
You want to be a dick? Don't go buy Mitchum. What are you going to do, not buy it? Don't be a dick.
Come
You
on.
will smell like one.
Don't be a dick.
You'll smell like a dick if you don't.
That is so bad to smell like.
Like a wet dick.
Wet
You
dick
want to
is-
smell like a wet dick?
No.
Don't
No.
buy Mitchum. That's your problem.
You don't want to
It's
smell
your
like a
problem.
wet dick.
No.
Don't.
What's wrong with my
It's
life?
kind of sour.
We can't make me
I went to
laugh.
college, man.
It's kinda
You know what I
sour. It's
mean?
got-
I went to
it's
college, and this is where what I'm doing.
Something's been growing there for about a
Jesus.
week.
Don't make me
Hey,
laugh.
also
all right?
don't fade out, bro. Hey, how about a promo copy of
You should
Corvale and
put it there.
Muzan back together again? This is a 77, I believe it is.
19?
Yep, because it's the year I was born.
Okay.
There's some great fusion, man. I'd picked up an Alphonse Muzan album that had Quincy Jones, I believe, on it.
Like the back.
And that's why I picked it up, but maybe it's Quincy Jones. Maybe it was, I can't remember. But this shit is great.
Was Carter still
And-
president when you were born?
A little bit.
And the person
Little
that
bit
owned
hard.
it before you, I think, ranked the tracks for you as well.
Yeah? What'd he say?
Beneath the Earth gets 2 stars.
Okay, they started. Minus.
Transvested Express minus.
Is that about chicks with doors?
Are those stars or
Crystallization.
asterisks?
No, those are
Okay. All
They're
right.
actually plus signs. You know.
It's
Well,
really
that's
cool to see
different.
what people hook up on the,
So-
the people write shit on the old
So
records.
it's,
And last record I've got for this evening, it's the first Billy Cobham solo record.
okay.
And,
And
man,
it's him with Brian Cranston on
God,
bass.
man. Oh, Jan Hammer. Jan Hammer
Jan Hammer on keys.
plays on this, but
Brian Cranston.
It's
It's
when-
bass.
people say Ron Carter, I think's on this. Cool gatefold, look at that.
Yeah, that's
A lot of people say
the
this
height
is a
of-
very seminal fusion album. It takes a,
Seminole.
let me tell you what. If a
Tell me.
dude plays drums for Miles Davis, and Mahavishnu,
He can play.
and then comes off of those 2
And
gigs
makes his own.
and records a solo album, go buy it.
Absolutely.
I've not listened to this. I will guarantee you this will
Guarantee me.
This will blister your uncle's chode hair.
Ah,
Guarantee.
Yeah, it probably will.
Wow.
I guarantee you this
That's-
record is going to blister your
I'm
uncle's
an
I
chode
don't
hair.
know. I don't know.
I myself am. I'm an uncle. I can say it.
Uncle?
Showed hair.
My uncle.
My uncle showed hair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we got
You
for
say
Dig
so.
of the Week. We had a wide variety of business to cover. It's good business.
We did all the
Good
covers.
business.
We did good business in.
What do you got there?
Little glass? Got a little glass?
Yeah.
What we're going to do, folks, is we're going to go from this. I'm going to take a slight break from destroying my liver, which I take a lot of pride in because the good Lord gives us livers for
He
destroying.
gives us 2 livers for a reason.
So,
You're actually not taking a break from that.
no, I'm so into like destroying my liver.
It's fun though, you know.
It's fun. You know what?
F
you only-
it.
You only live once or twice or Indian or whatever.
You live
I don't
every
know.
time.
I don't know anybody.
Every time.
So, so what we're going to do, we're going to go right into a damn old soda speak. I got a really cool soda here I'm really interested in trying. So thirsty. My mouth is a dry or something. So we're going to go into this soda speak. What we got here is a Boylan Bottling Company root beer.
Roost.
Just for
Now,
me there.
I'm a big time root beer fan. Make no mistake about it. Big time root beer fan. Man. Okay.
Is this mine?
Boylan. That's yours, Jay.
Of Tampa Bay Buccaneers glass.
Yes, sir. That's my Tampa Bay Buccaneers deal here. I'm trying to see where these guys. These are from New Jersey, Teddersboro, New Jersey. So try that out. It's a pure cane sugar, no caffeine root beer.
It's good.
Yeah.
Tastes
Here
like
we go.
root beer. A little bit more on the low end.
That's good. It's got its own little thing going on.
It's got a good little aftertaste to it.
It does. I think the aftertaste is a better part of this. Let's show this guy off.
Here, I can walk
Good.
up.
Let's, yeah. It's pretty good. Is it the Sioux City sarsaparilla like we had last week? No, sir.
That's a mouthful there.
That's the Sioux City sarsaparilla is above and beyond what this is, but this is good. I don't want to discredit this. Oh, easy. You're Kachonga and nope.
No R?
Nope. That's good. Oh, that's good business.
Don't be careful now. Save some for tomorrow. You don't drink yourself to sleep.
That's
there.
a done deal. What a great root beer. That's not bad.
That's what she said.
I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Wrap up this edition
sorry,
of Soda Speak.
sorry.
Just Kachonga the cable a little bit. The red is showing up as green. Just a little bit.
You tell me when.
I don't know about it because I'm on the graphic. So here we come. We're going to come out of the Soda Speak into a camera shot.
Do I need to tell a joke?
Well, let me explain something to people. Sometimes our cable, sometimes our business comes back and it looks all weird. That's perfect. That's perfect. It's not our cable. We have a wonky input into the camera.
Wonky. Good word.
And what really drives us here at Grown Men Record Night, more than anything,
Making analog digital.
well, is not only that we're doing this shit live every week,
Right.
is that we're kind of like a bowler on a budget.
You're getting it done with what
We
you
know our
got.
production skills,
If you're in the audience,
but we're operating on this like shit you
Shoestring.
find in the
have you
junkyard.
Oh,
ever
absolutely.
used an S-video cable?
Cameras,
This
you know,
video is the worst ever.
It's the worst cable ever invented.
cameras you find at
It
Goodwill.
looks great,
for
but it never,
$10.
ever works
And-
properly.
Yeah, those little bitty pins
Or
it's always a
breaking
problem.
off.
It's always a problem. Yeah,
So where are you going with this?
yeah. I'm gonna go right into a chip chat. Hang on just a second. We're gonna go right into a chip chat.
Let's see what we got this week. We got
What you got over there, Jay?
Southern Home. I think
Southern what?
Southern Home brand salt and pepper potato chips. These look like very, very basic. They look kettle cooked to me. And we're also going to show the Doritos tonight. I think you guys have tested 2 Dorito flavors in the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is the third of the.
Third of them.
Yes, sir. And I have not tasted any of them yet. But I hear that they're spicy, right?
Yeah,
Are you listening to me?
yeah. Of course I am, Jay. There's no disconnect here.
Yes, there is. Small one.
Be sure to visit us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Machete Miller. This
Oh.
portion of Grown Man Record Night is brought to you by Mitchum Deodorant. Mitchum, switch them to Mitchum. For all you stinky ass mofos that need to not have your underarms smell bad. Back to the program in 3, 2, 1.
I apologize for bringing your show down with my lack of chip knowledge.
No, that's okay.
why I'm here. You know,
This is what this is here. This is a salt and pepper chip, and I'll tell you what. For us here at Grown Man Record Night, salt and pepper is one of our favorite flavors. Even though when they say salt and pepper, it's way more shit than salt and pepper.
tastes like it has vinegar on it almost.
Yeah, but I really enjoy salt and pepper chips.
Okay.
And this is cool. Southern Home is this part of our store brand challenge series. This comes from Bilo. Now, Bilo is a store that's not around here anymore.
Right.
That's a store my dad actually
Very
retired from.
Near and dear to the mill.
Near and dear.
To the Machete.
And I love what they do with salt and pepper.
Bought a lot of Greenville, South Carolina, right?
That's right. Malden, something or other.
Very
That's
tasty.
good.
It tastes like more than salt and pepper, but it's
Sure. That is a misnomer. I get that beef by saying, "Oh, it's salt and pepper."
Yeah.
So
There's a
you
lot more
expect to
to
see
it.
like potatoes, salt and pepper,
Yep.
oil. That's it. Way more than that. The ingredient list
Almost
is
has a crab chip like a mild crab chip where you can barely kind of get that taste.
Who has that?
Yeah, that's kind of the flavor though, you know. So.
It is.
Cameraman?
Try out, Cameron. Those are pretty good though. I like those.
Yeah. And this is a store brand, so you can probably get these for
good deal.
Fair price, right?
Oh, good deal. Less $2 or less a bag for sure.
Use your Valo card. I mean, heck.
Use your damn Valo card. Our promise to provide quality products you can trust. We're confident you will be fully satisfied with our Southern Home brand and will gladly refund your purchase price. Take it to them. You don't like them? Take it back to them.
I think I said that every morning in kindergarten class. We stood up and said that.
Of course you did. Who didn't?
Those are the rules. You have to.
The Pledge of Allegiance and the Bilo promise. Yeah.
Okay.
And what?
So, this will be our third week of covering the new contest from Doritos.
These are the ones where
I'm sure you can go to Doritos.com to further participate in this.
These are probably user submitted, I'm assuming.
No.
Oh, they aren't.
I bought all three of these at a time because I knew they would got tough. Last time Lay's had a contest with the waffle, the sriracha, the garlic. It was tough to get a hold of some of the flavors at times. So I went ahead at one time and purchased all three of these. All we know about these chips is that they have a test number associated with them.
Right.
This is part of the Doritos Jack series. So it's not just Doritos.
It's the heavy Doritos.
The heavy, thick-ass Doritos to dig into dips.
For the heavy eaters.
Stain your fingers and jab into people.
Staining my fingers.
Oh, you stabbed my kidneys because I've got the Jack.
Yeah.
So this will be the third one. The first one seemed to be more chili cheesy. The second one last week was hot as shit. Really hard to eat.
Okay. What, like
almost
a
kind
jalapeno?
More like sriracha, but like it was really harder to deal with. So this one would be test flavor, and I did these in the order of the number of the test flavor.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
This is test flavor 2653. So that's all they tell you about it.
So this is the highest number.
It is. It's the highest number. I don't know anything else
about it. You think they got 26, 52 below it? That many flavors?
Look, from this, it looked kind of Cool Ranchy to me. It's blue and silver.
Throw you off, though. You know?
But look, the chips are red.
Yeah. That's a classic. That's classic Doritos for you there.
Let's try them out, folks.
That's a classic Doritos play. That's all that is. Ain't that right?
It's got a hint of it. What the hell is that? Let's hold that guy up. That's important.
I'll be honest with you. I don't have a damn clue.
Kind of bland for Doritos.
Almost like a Cool Ranch.
It's got a little cool. It's almost like Cool Ranch and nacho cheese combined.
I think.
Would that be
I
it?
think you got it. I think you got it.
So Cool Ranch and nacho cheese combined together.
If you took everything off of it, you know what it'd be? Nacho Cool Cheese.
Nacho Mama. Nacho Mama.
Nacho Cool Ranch. Right?
That's not bad. So, hey, you be the judge, folks. Go to your local groceteria. Check out these 3 test flavors from Doritos. And go submit your idea to Doritos.com.
And you can win something,
and
right?
send them a special email and tell them that you saw it from Grown Man Record Night.
And pay you for the privilege.
I deserve at least $100,000.
Liking something you think I might like.
I deserve a lot of money.
No,
Don't
I'm
we all?
disappointed.
In general.
I'm disappointed because they're blue and they're Cool Ranch. I thought they would be
Well, there's a little bit of Cool Ranch in
something
there.
There's some Cool Ranch in there.
Yeah.
These are very
They're red. For a silver and blue bag,
they look like they're going to be quite hot.
Okay. Hey, let's go and wrap this chip chat up. That's pretty cool, though. We went through all those 3 Lay's test flavors for Doritos the past 3 weeks.
So which one wins your vote?
I think this one, either the first one or this one. Probably the first one.
But I like the first one a lot.
Yeah, the first one was good.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go first one, which was more of a chili cheese flavor. That's the low number. I don't remember the number of that. Check back our episode. Last week's was just like almost hot for the sake of being hot. And I don't get down on that shit.
Some people do. Some people do.
Yeah, those last week were crazy hot, man. crazy hot, which...
You won't win with that.
No, I mean, I love hot shit. That's a little too much. There ain't no need in all that.
You love hot shit?
Damn straight. Sometimes I drink coffee and bean burritos,
and hot
then
shit.
I eat a bunch of like jalapenos, just to have my restroom experiences eclipse what normal people have. Just because I want something to talk about at the water cooler.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
Wow.
So no matter what concert you saw this weekend, no matter how good your kid did at the damn spelling bee,
You got a bumper sticker for that, don't you?
my shit is bigger and burnier than all of your
I think you know
experiences.
what a modern toilet will handle.
That sounds like a T-shirt. Write that down.
My life is an awful thing. It's awful. Hey,
Write
folks,
that down.
please remember, enter the Grown Man Record Night What Keeps Your Party Moving contest. Submit it on youtube.com/Machete Miller. We're going to choose some cool-ass prizes. Don't sleep on this shit.
They're going to be good.
This is some shit you want to get up on and for real. First, second, third prize are all really dope shit. So jump up on that. And, of course, all these segments will end up there. We want to thank our sponsors, Mitchum, for all that they do for the program. It's been a blast.
Anything, dude.
They do all of it. We want to thank everybody for coming here with us this evening. And
Thanks to our viewers in Poland, too, by the way.
we got some viewers in Poland
Yes.
doing big things.
Yeah, a young woman named Dagmara.
Dagmara.
Yes.
Cool name.
She is a music aficionado.
Okay.
She's more into the newer stuff,
Yeah.
but she's a big Genesis fan.
Oh, yeah.
We can't let her think that Mitchum is any bigger than it is.
bigger.
It's big over there.
We
It's
would
bigger
do
than
this
you know.
without Mitchum, though.
So I just want to say hello to her since we are,
Yeah, man. Hey, I
she's a
appreciate you
watcher.
coming and filling in with
I
when
appreciate you
Steve
having
being
me.
out of town.
We
and-
miss Steve, and Steve obviously does a much better job at this. And
No.
No.
Steve. I wish I had Steve's.
Different.
I wish I had Steve's brain
No,
Yeah?
you just
on music.
You just hat.
Well,
You want to wear Steve's hat?
yes, I do.
All right. So for Jay wearing Steve's hat, for cameraman, I'm Mikey Bananas. Thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. Visit our YouTube channel and visit our Facebook page, which I didn't load the graphic in for some stupid reason because I'm a dumbass. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Be sure to stay tuned to all our business. Enter a damn contest, you bunch of sons of bitches. We love you. We love you. Thanks for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night.
Ow! Come on, hands on the waist. Kick those legs out the best you can. That's all we ask. Keep